Hello friends, I Deepali welcome you all to this YouTube channel wherein we learn how to speak in English with the help of our mother tongue, right? So today you must be thinking why Deepali is talking in English, right? So don't worry my friends, today onwards or for today at least I will be speaking in English to understand whatever you have learned till date, right? So let us go ahead with this video. Today I'll be sharing few tips on how to do a small talk. You must be wondering what is a small talk? Don't worry my friends, I'm there to help you. Small talks are those talks which you do with the known or unknown people, right? So for example, you are in a gathering, you are in a function at your house, right? And you met with somebody and you don't know how to speak with the other person, how to communicate or how to make the conversation very interesting, right? So don't worry, I will give you a few tips. With that, I'm sure your conversation will be improved to a great extent and you will be a great communicator in English, right? So there might be few situations wherein you have faced this, that you might go blank while speaking, right? You might fall short of words as well, right? So this should not happen with you all. That is why I have developed these tips which I myself have used, imbibed in myself, right? And I have found that these tips help me a lot, and that is why I can sit in front of you and I can talk to you all people. So without wasting any further time, let's go through this video. So the first tip over here is asking open-ended questions. Now you might be thinking, what is an open-ended question? For example, you might ask somebody, did you go to a movie? Right? So the answer could be yes or no, only a single word, right? Or for that matter, you can give an answer in maximum 2 words, right? And the conversation will be dead over there. It will be ended over there immediately. So this should not happen with you all. That is why I'm telling you to ask open-ended questions. So what are these questions exactly? Let me give you an example wherein you can strike a conversation by saying, by asking, do you like to travel? Or which kind of music do you like? So these type of questions doesn't have a definite answer. So you can't say yes or no as an answer to this question, right? So the other person will be automatically speaking a lot on these type of question, and you can pick some things from that answer only, okay? And you can then again ask more questions and the conversation will go ahead very smoothly, right? So without taking too much effort, you will be having a great conversation with the other person. Isn't it great? You must use this tip and I'm sure you will be a great communicator. Okay, now let's move on to the next point, that is point number 2, wherein you can always go prepared to some situations. For example, you might be going into a gathering or you might be going to an event wherein you already know what kind of topics may arise over there. So you can prepare few things beforehand. So this will help you a lot to strike a communication or to start a communication as well. So this was the tip number 2. Now here comes the tip number 3, and that is the most important tip for speaking any language for that matter, not only English, okay? So you have to have a great amount of confidence while speaking, right? So how to build that confidence, how to make the other person feel that you are very confident with whatever you are speaking to them, right? So for that, you have to make a great eye contact. You have to maintain eye contact with the person throughout the conversation. What it will indicate to the other person that you are taking interest in the conversation that you are having with the other person, right? So suppose you are nodding in between, you are asking questions in between the conversation, you are making a great eye contact with the other person, that indicates that you are totally involved in the conversation and the other person will be very happy to speak to you, right? So this was tip number 3. Now here comes the tip number 4, wherein you have to try to smile while doing a conversation. So this tip I have recently started using in my life and I found it really great. It helped me a lot because with this also you can sound or you can look that you are more confident while speaking to the other person, right? Isn't it great? Very small tip, you have to smile a little while having a conversation so that the other person will also feel pleasant and he'll be very happy to have a conversation with you. Think of yourself that would you be interested in talking to a person who is really sad, who looks disinterested to have a conversation with you, right? So to avoid that situation, always try to maintain a smile while doing a conversation, right? So this was tip number 4. Now comes the point, tip number 5 actually. So there might be many situations that you have been through wherein you didn't understand what the other person is saying to you, right? So there might be numerous situations wherein the other person is saying a lot of things and you are not getting a word. So what you can do, instead of going blank after the other person is speaking to you, you can just say, could you please repeat that, or pardon please, right? So the other person will understand that the person is not getting anything whatever you are trying to say or whatever I am trying to say, and he will repeat the things again. Okay? So this is one thing. Or else, suppose the other person has already spoken and you don't recall what to speak after that, right? So to have some more time to think on the topic, you can actually repeat the things that the other person has already said. So it will allow you almost 15 to 20 seconds, which are more than enough to again start a point wherein you can make the communication flowy and it won't be stuck over there, right? So this was tip number 6. And mind you people, the last tip is very important, and the last tip is that always try to answer in a longer sentences. So don't give the answers just in yes or no unless it is specified to give the answer that way, right? Suppose somebody is asking you, how was your day, or how was the exhibition that you visited? So instead of saying it was good or it was good, in the both cases, you can express few things from the day or from the exhibition as well. So let us say somebody is asking you, how was the exhibition that you visited? Let us suppose the name of the exhibition was ABC. So you can answer something like, the exhibition ABC was really great. It was having a lot of artisans over there whose art were reflected, displayed over there. So I have been through different stalls wherein they were having clay pots, they were having Madhubani paintings, they were having different types of clothes as well as food items. So I have went through each stall, giving a lot of time to each of the article over there, and I found few articles very amusing that I couldn't resist myself from buying few of them. So wouldn't it be great that the other person is listening you with a great eye or great ear to that, right? So this will again give more inputs to the other person to ask more questions, and the conversation will flow a great way, right? I hope you have liked all these tips. You will be using all these tips in your life, in your daily life communication, and I'm sure this will help you a lot and you will be a great communicator by using all these tips. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Always share with other people so that we can help them improve their communication skills. And at the end, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because with that I get a lot of motivation to create different kinds of videos for you all. जर तुम्हाला हा व्हिडिओ आवडत असेल किंवा आणखी कुठल्या पद्धतीचे व्हिडिओज हवे असतील तर तुम्ही मला कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये नक्की कळवू शकता मित्रांनो. आय होप तुम्हाला आजचा हा व्हिडिओ आवडलाय जो मी इंग्रजीमध्ये करण्याचा प्रयत्न केलाय. आणखी तुम्हाला असेच काही व्हिडिओज हवे असतील तर तुम्ही मला कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये कळवा, आपण त्यावरती व्हिडिओ नक्कीच बनवूया. चला तर मग भेटूया अशाच एका नवीन व्हिडिओ मध्ये. टिल देन टेक केअर, बाय बाय.